Negative 1/3.
Negative 2/3, thank you. Subtract 1 from 1.
0.
And subtract 1 from 3.
2.
Okay. Now, subtract 2 from each of these y values.
Wait, why are you subtracting 1? Sorry.
Because whatever number is in here with the x represents a counterintuitive change of all the x values. So if it's plus 1, each of these x values have to move 1 unit to the left.
Negative 1,
I thought the k was constant.
No.
Shh. No, that's not. It is a constant, but that's not what it means.
Negative
Take
3,
2 away from these.
negative 1.
Negative 3,
Yeah.
negative 2, negative 1.
How'd
Excellent.
you get negative 3?
These are now the points I want to see on the logarithmic graph. Okay, now, the logarithmic graph had the y-axis as an asymptote, a vertical asymptote. This, it represents counterintuitively where the vertical asymptote is. So the vertical asymptote is going to be x equals negative 1. It's going to be the opposite, meaning switch the sign, of the number that's in the parentheses with the x. Okay?
Like, can you repeat that?
Okay, there's a positive 1 in here with the x.
Yeah.
The asymptote is going to be x, the vertical line, x equals negative 1.
I thought that was the counterintuitive, so left and right.
It is. It's plus here, minus here.
Alright, but it's vertical asymptote.
Correct. It's up and down, not sideways. Not.
So it's opposite counterintuitive. Never mind.
It's an opposite inverse, if you're thinking from the exponential function, Brian. But
Alright.
okay, so what I will actually graph is, first I'm going to graph my vertical asymptote.
Are you graphing all 3 of them or just the last one?
I'm just going to graph the last one.
Okay.
It might be used, if I could do it neatly enough in different colors and had a little more time, I might try to graph all 3 of them to show the relationship between them, but I don't have time to do it neatly, I'm afraid. So x equals,
Wait, what's the asymptote?
the vertical line, x equals negative 1.
Is it where it can't pass it?
It can't pass it, and it has to snuggle up to it. This time it has to snuggle up to it going up or down.
Because it's counterintuitive.
Correct. Negative 2/3, negative 3. Okay, negative 2/3, negative 3. Looks to me, looks to me like it'll be about right here. Does this look like it's about 2/3 of the way over to 1
Yeah.
Yeah.
and down 3? Okay, I don't think I have room to label that. Well, I'll label it on the other side of the asymptote. The label
Wait,
can
you already
be.
labeled it from graphs.
I just want to be as clear as I can.
Whatever you call it.
0, negative 2 is right there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and 2, negative 1 is there. And now I have to make it look, well, like a sideways exponential graph.
Like a what?
Well, you know how this exponential graph was like an airplane taking off? I kind of have to have that look sideways. Incidentally, it looks from this graph like the x-axis might be an asymptote. It's not. Okay? Logarithmic functions only have vertical asymptotes. Alright? If you get good at this, you may be able to jump right to this step. But if not, what you have to do is find the parent function, which has no k and h. Switch it to an exponential function, and it's just the same base.
What's our homework?
Hold on a sec. Okay? Then, you know the 3 points I want from every exponential function. Switch them, invert them for the logarithmic function, and then do whatever k and h tell you to do. K counterintuitively, h intuitively. Find your asymptote, graph accordingly. That'll be part of the homework.
But you're gonna have more than, you're gonna have like 3 lines on the paper though, right?
Don't get us too loud.
Hold on. I'm sorry,
You're
Brian?
gonna have like 3 curved lines on the paper since you have like 3 of those, right?
No, I don't need you to graph all 3.
Just the last one?
Just the last one, yeah.
Alright.
Graphing all 3, I think, would be kind of messy for some of you.
Alright.
It'd be messy for me unless I took an hour to do it, and I don't want to do something that would take you that long.
Alright, that's okay.
You give us simple stuff because it's really confusing.
The homework is all just K's and H's. There's some base E's, so you may want to use your calculator for that. It looks like some of them in the homework are base E, so you can use your calculator for those. I don't see any base 10 in the homework, so you can't use your calculator for those. Okay? But for base E, go ahead and use your calculator to get these points, because they're going to be ugly decimals, because E is an ugly decimal.
So wait, can you just plug in like log?
Natural log. There's a natural log button on your calculator. Remember, that means base E.
Is it ln?
ln, which is for the Latin for natural log. It's
Is it the
ask Miss
E one?
Ewing. Yes, this is base E, is log base E. So if you see ln, go ahead and use that calculator that button on your calculator and do the graph that way. Some of the homework, it just says find the inverse of the function. So that's just these steps over here. Okay, Mimi, can you turn the camera back over here for these steps? Thank you. Yeah,
Sorry.
these steps are what you, it's fine. These steps are what you do for finding the inverse function. The homework is not yet online, but I'm hoping it will be by this afternoon. Page 491, 56 through 76, even.
You never do odds. Why is that?
Because those answers are in the back of the book. Now,
That's a good way of thinking it.
have it done tomorrow.
Should I
Call
turn
in
it
sick
off?
tomorrow because if you don't have it done,
Should I turn
you'll
it
hurt
off?
somebody if you all don't have it done.
We shouldn't be using our calculator for this.